let down at all. Neither of these teams do when one of those players comes in.
Big time sparks off the bench as we are set to go here in Boulder. Buffs win the tip, and they're going to have the first possession. Zone defense here from BYU to start. McElwain goes inside. Masagayo with a pass down low and off the hands there. Tabitha Betson. So the Buffs turn it over on their first possession.
As they forcing it a little bit, and again, this is the biggest challenge when you're going against CU. They're just so physical, but BYU running kind of that efficient zone look, trying to just switch it up.
Saw the starters there for BYU. They've got some young offensive guards that can really fill. That was Mariah Hudgens missing on the opening shot for the Cougars.
But what a good take. I mean, she had a wide open lane there, just didn't get the finish.
Physicality and toughness, two words both coaches used in this matchup, and it's certainly how CU likes to play, and BYU is going to try and match that here this afternoon. That one off the mark. Sydney Benali able to come away with a rebound, but no transition opportunity. Rockel coming off her finest game of the season against Iowa State. BYU has dropped 4 of their last 6, but they did win their last game on Tuesday at home, but they turn it over here.
Again, nice pick and roll there, but both teams just not quite connecting.
10th season for J.R. Payne, and what a marvelous job she has done. Winning percentage almost at 600. But she's going to be unhappy with that there as it's a turnover. On the other side, Coach Lee Camard, first year, but a BYU legend as what he has done as a player and had been an assistant coach with this program for a number of years. And he has got this team going. Both teams 17 wins on the season, 17-8. 11th place for BYU at 6-7, tied for 5th at 8-5 for Colorado. Lob inside, Rockel too strong.
Again, a great look, but both CU and BYU right now just a little off, a little chaotic, not finding the right passes, the right lanes, forcing it a little bit.
Yeah, we've got no score through the first 2 minutes. McElwain off the mark. Duda loves to hit the offensive boards, and it's going to be a jump ball eventually after she hit the floor.
Again, such a skilled rebounder.
2 subs coming on for Colorado. Desiree Wooten. And here's the numbers for the offensive rebounding, as you see there. Offensive rebounds per contest, 13.4 for Colorado.
Yeah, 2 teams that love to hit the board, and they've got some good rebounders at play, right? Again, players that just love and know how to find that ball. There's an art and science to it. Woo!
Gooden coming up with a block there. Strong defense, able to stay down and not bite on the shot fake. And Wooten, first touch, she was going a little bit too quick there, shuffled the feet.
As to say, again, Wooten's not one to ever shy away from bringing some energy. A little too fast there. Again, 4 turnovers for CU already, and a lot of those, some unforced errors.
They average 16 a game. And certainly something Coach Payne wants to limit. 3 on the way, no. Wooten there for the the defensive rebound. Now they go inside. Masagayo, this is a terrific matchup here. Strong move, patient on the inside, and the first bucket of the game.
So clinical. Fans finally get to take their seat as we break kind of the stalwart here of just a defensive early matchup in this one.
And the scoop shot goes there. Brinley Cannon able to put that one up and in as she got a step. Now Wooten at the other end draws the contact and will go to the line.
That's what's fun about both these teams, right? Don't hesitate to really force the pace. Here's Masagayo again. So good on the block when she sets up, knows exactly, she gets her on her hip, has that low post available, baseline is available. She's so good at setting up. And again, what's tough is you can't help off too much. You're leaving a shooter outside. Jade is also a really skilled passer. She'll find that open player.
Wooten and Masagayo on the season Same points per game average at 12.4, which is tops on the team. Wooten knocks down the first free throw, but Masagayo in conference play has taken it to another level, up to almost 15 points per game. And that is tops on the team.
She has really come on in recent games too. And again, it's when you want to be playing your best basketball, right? Late February, early March, exactly when you want to be peaking.
And the Buffs are doing just that. They've won 5 of their last 6, including the last 2. Big win in the last home game against TCU right at the buzzer. And I hope to keep that momentum going here. Gibb open. And came up short. Gooden tracking down the rebound in front of the Buffs bench.
I'd say head coach J.R. Payne encouraging them to push this pace.
Masagayo not thinking about the 3 from the top of the key. Logan Greer has checked in, number 11, hands it off to Gooden. Masagayo now with room to operate, gets inside but left it short, and able to track down the offensive board.
A good move, again, just didn't have enough on it, but they get another shot here. Ooh.
This one's on the floor. Wooten able to come up with it, now behind the back, splitting 2 defenders. Threw it in the inside, no, but another offensive rebound for the Buffs. Make it a 3rd on this possession. Greer can't find it, and last touched by Hudgens, so we'll stay at this end.
My goodness, just penning those stats there on that 4 offensive boards, 9 boards so far for CU.
What a long defensive possession if you're the Cougars. You have to keep defending.
Yeah, just begging for a stop, looking for anything here.
Trying to get down to the other end of the floor. Wooten, mid-range, no. And we've got a foul here. The baseline official looked like she was pointing the ball was off of BYU again, but Greer going to be ticketed with the personal foul.
Again, a tough swing, right? So you work so hard, getting all those offensive opportunities, can't knock it down right now. Both teams, just this defensive battle right now. CU shooting 13%, BYU 17% from the field.
Substitutions in the post, 1 for each team. That's Youssef who had the lob there, but Wooten able to track underneath that and come away with the steal.
I'd say great D. Desiree Wooten, 5'8", disrupting that pass.
Jade Crook able to knock it down. She just checked in with that last whistle. And finally somebody knocked it down the first shot.
I say,
touch the ball.
Jade Crook getting it done.
7-2, the advantage for the home team. Bola Youssef on the low block against Crook. High off the glass. Can't get it to go.
Good looking side, good post up.
Greer thinks about the 3 now inside to Crook, outside to Wooten. In the corner, Gooden. No. Duda had that one blocked by Youssef. Gooden going back at Youssef, and she thought she had a couple of blocks, but gets hit with the foul.
Even in these last couple weeks, you mentioned BYU. These teams will see each other again. They'll finish the regular season when CU travels to visit BYU. So there's just still so much room to move, so much opportunity even in these last 4 games.
Gooden able to knock down both. And some backcourt pressure here from Colorado. And to your point, so much to be decided in that middle tier, right? There's a couple of those teams up top with 10 wins, but a bunch of teams with 8, 7, 6 wins that could really make a difference here in the last 2 weeks, as that one was blocked from behind by Greer.
I say Gibb just trying to get something going. But again, both offenses, credit to the defensive effort here. Just enough pressure, disruptive enough. Both teams just not finding their offense.
Gibb gets it back off the inbound. Big 12 freshman of the year Hamlin has come on as Gibb off the mark there. Greer up high, and now Delaney's going to pick up the personal foul. Averages 16 a game, but hasn't found it yet.
Again, just getting aggressive, right? Trying to find something, getting work. But this is what both teams do so well, right? Really physical defense, but picks up the whistle on that one.
Each team below 64 points per game for their opponent. They like to lock things down. So it's no surprise that this is a tight one. A little bit surprising on the low scoring. How about that scoop shot for Hudgens?
Some of the fans looking for a little bit of a travel. Well, maybe a little bit of an extra slide there, but good finish.
Whatever gets it done to get the ball in the hoop here at this point.
Sometimes it is not pretty.
Walker coming up a little short on that layup attempt. She is not feeling 100%, a little bit under the weather. We'll see if she is limited in her minutes. Such a key contributor for Colorado.
Absolutely, one kind of your defensive foundations. And again, this is what fans were kind of like, wait a second, I think that foot moved twice. It did. But you know what, sometimes you find the bottom of the net and you don't hear a whistle.
She's back here in the Centennial State. She won a state championship with Grandview High School in 2022, was an all-state performer. So we'll let it slide.
Exactly.
Literally, we'll let it slide.
We got some Colorado roots here for sure.
Another offensive rebound for Colorado. Hudgens with a deflection. Wooten the first to it. And one.
How about it? Duta, you know, it's kind of one of those games. Sometimes it is not going to be pretty. You just have to give it every effort to get in. Anael Duta, of course, third in the Big 12 with her rebounding effort of 8 rebounds a game. She is so good just getting to the ball, so good at finishing at the rim, and there a nice little pass by Wooten. She's just so good at the rim. She anticipates so well. Good effort by Anael Duta.
And you look at those 8 rebounds, and you see her at the line there, and it's just, she is one of those players that is more physical than when you see her out here.
Absolutely.
Okay, but the level of toughness that she plays with, as BYU's in trouble here, and it's a turnover.
Again, you see the frustration from Delaney Gibb on that. This is what CU does so well. They do just, they pester so well. They're so intense. They kind of get in your head really quickly when they get those kinds of turnovers.
Colorado working it around the perimeter. Betson now going inside to Masagayo. She's double teamed. It turns it over.
And again, great help. Just good awareness right there. McCambry Barber just knowing where she was going.
There's the physical play there. Gibb got nearly pushed out of bounds. Now Gooden can't quite handle it. Here comes the double team against her. She's able to get rid of it. Coach Kamart actually talked to me yesterday about this very thing. He said, I don't care how it looks. I don't care how we play. We have to match their physicality and their toughness. It might be sloppy, but we got to hang in there with this tough Colorado Buffs team on the road. And they're doing just that so far.
That's exactly right? It's not always polished. You get 2 tough defensive teams battling this out. It's not always going to be pretty.
Wooten with another offensive rebound. She powers her way in and scores.
Again, that's just pure weight room right there. Going up against Lada Rockel, 6'3" senior, and Wooten just kind of lowers that shoulder enough, just gives her enough space and gives that ball enough room on the board to go in.
10-point advantage for the Buffs. Gibb going down the lane. She's going to go to the free throw line as she continues to force the action. You love to see that from her. She got forced out of bounds, wasn't the most physical player on that last possession, and now she said, absolutely, I'm going right back at it.
I'm going to find my opportunity. Again, here's Desiree Wooten, kind of off that ball screen, but again, just gets enough of that physicality, a little bit of that weight room right there. She's not shy about going in against the bigs. And again, Delaney Gibb, another one of those at 5'10". She does not shy away from contact and gets herself to the line here.
Gibb, the Big 12 Freshman of the Year last year and this year. How about these numbers? Identical, essentially, between non-conference and conference play. No drop-off whatsoever.
I tell you, just the consistency, right? That is what is extremely validating right there. Just that consistent effort and that body of work she is able to put together is such a benefit.
Masagayo on the inside, has that one roll off the rim. Saved by the Cougars, but to the Buffaloes. Hamlin nearly got a strip from behind there, but Colorado able to reset in the final minute here of the first quarter. And Gibb had it, lost it. Now Walker, Euro stepping and fouled. Barber going to be the one with the personal.
Woo, my goodness. We just have a tangle for anything here. Right there, what you didn't see there, Delaney Gibb, of course, she goes down for the steal of Benson. Benson steals it back. Everyone's hitting the floor, and now you got Zion Walker at the line. That's the kind of game this has been. That's the kind of game it will likely be, as we only have 40 seconds here left in the first quarter. But again, BYU, 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes, no field goals during that time. CU trying to get there, two of their last 10. I mean, offense is just hard to grab here.
Well, to say the teams are out of rhythm offensively is an understatement. It is 15-5 right now, 10-point advantage for Colorado. But because it's so low scoring, a couple baskets in a row, and you're right back in it if you're BYU. And Hamlin could do just that and drops down the 3 on her first attempt.
What a gamer right there. She knew exactly what she was doing that whole play. She was ready for it.
And there's the Buffs offense operating against the press. Able to get a good look for Masagayo on the inside for 2 more.
And BYU again from the 3-point line. They've made at least one. One of the longest streaks in the country. Oh, good defense.
Walker, not enough time to get the shot off at the end, but a 56. So players that were a part of that, I'm sure remember that one. It was so close. Mackerlane on the second attempt, able to get it inside. Masagayo once again going to work on the low block.
Again, what she does so well, right? Making that quick turn over her right shoulder. Again, Jade Masagayo, though, as we've mentioned, just not a lot of offense in general. 6 points for Jade here. Here's Zy Walker with the steal again. This is what Zy Walker does. Of course, another Dutas finish.
And that's what can come when you're struggling on the offensive end. Start with the defense, ignite the offense, and Walker is just the one to do that.
Again, right in the passing lane. Again, this is what happens this late in the season, right? Teams might get a little soft with those passes. Ill-advised pass. Zy Walker is right there to tap that away. And now it becomes a 3-point swing here for Colorado.
Anael, the senior from France, transfer from Rhode Island. What an addition she has been this year. And completes a 3-point play. It is 22-8. Colorado, and another steal, this time Greer. Through contact, a blocking foul. So Greer will go to the line. She's not feeling 100% there, is aching in pain, but she's gonna get a couple free throws.
And again, CU just always cheating up into that passing lane. Yes, give just a little bit still on the move there. She'll take a seat, take a little bit of a rest. Ease some of those frustrations as Logan Greer goes to the line here.
Second personal foul on Delaney Gibb, so that's something to keep an eye on here. Coach Camard says, listen, she is maybe not scored as much as she did last season, points per game-wise, but we asked her to do so much. Control the game. He loves the way she controlled the game against Iowa State in their big win on Tuesday as Greer's off the mark, but now she is out, so we'll see how that factors in here before halftime and how much, we got 9-10 to go before halftime. Will she sit all the way till the break? 13-0 points off turnovers. Colorado dominating in a number of categories. And Hamlin at least gets the ball here. She's going to go up with it a little bit too strong. Another rebound from Masagayo. She had 6 boards in the first quarter. And BYU only had 6 boards as a team.
I would say, again, when these teams are not shooting well, you have a lot of opportunity to hit the boards. And right now, CU is crushing it. 20 boards to BYU's 7.
Hamlin going to beat everybody down the floor for a transition bucket.
Again, I love the energy Hamlin brings. She is instant offense, instant impact.
Barber did most of the work there, coming up with a steal in the look ahead. 23-10 as Masagayo once more, a little bit too easy that time on the inside.
I say now you're seeing a little bit of teams calming down a little bit, right? Getting into a little bit of a flow here.
And Ollie turns it over, and too much on the pass from Dutas to Greer. overhead a little bit behind her, and Greer tapping her chest saying, that was on me.
I'm going to take that C, but again, that signature CU pressure resulting in 9 steals so far. You mentioned 13 points off of turnovers. They've been able to capitalize on those and really take BYU out of it. You have to be so crisp with your passes. You have to be so spot on, CU will take advantage of every opportunity if given.
Ariel Mackey-Williams has come on. Redshirt junior guard, as that's an air ball there. Mackey-Williams, known for three-point shooting, didn't touch it on that offensive possession.
Again,
Benali didn't touch anything.
As I say, Benali, sometimes you're just looking to get something going, right? At this point, 10 points on the board. CU has run away with this one in the second quarter. You're just trying to get something going offensively.
BYU 4 of 15 on the offensive end of the floor from the field. Wooten back on, going right to the basket. Youssef there with a block, and then she's going to get fouled. Betson, the guilty party.
I say, get tangled up down there. Again, physical game. CU does not shy away from contact. Jade Mesagayo took a little bit of a tumble away from the ball there. She'll take a seat. That is the biggest thing right now at this point in the conference, right? Yes, you want to stay competitive. You also want to stay healthy.
Yeah, it's a fine balance. The Big 12 is an absolute grind. 16 teams, all the road trips. There's a lot going on. And that grind is nearing the end, right? For some of these coaches, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but it doesn't mean you can take your foot off the gas. In fact, just the opposite is Hamlin. Very impressive take there in traffic, able to finish.
I was going to say, really good move. Finding her way, just taking a little bit of that extra dribble, but taking care of the ball on the way there and getting it dropped.
Cuts the lead to 13 for Colorado. Gooden inside to Crook. Crook came on a couple of possessions ago. She got in the high post, hands it off to Wooten in traffic. She's able to dribble out of it, ends up with an open outside jumper, can't hit. Another offensive rebound. Crook now in trouble. It's a jump ball. Bola Youssef, the freshman from Nigeria, she has been impressive. Coming in off the bench, she's got a couple of blocks already, a nice low post move, and just making an impact, having a presence on the inside when they need it, getting out rebounded so significantly. Agreed.
Youssef has just been one of that really physical presence.
Barber with a high arcing jump shot, did not draw iron. Wooten now double teamed, able to get rid of it.
Now we see the BYU pressure stacking up here.
Betson from the outside. How about all 3 of those for the Buffs?
We've seen her do it before. She will do it again. That was far too much time. No one came out to close out Betson. Great awareness and a great knockdown. Again, you see Wooten takes it in, right? You got to respect that player right there. You know what she's done already, but Betson just steps out and lines up perfectly and had plenty of time to get that one off and knock it down.
13th three-pointer on the season. And Coach Payne, I asked her about Tabitha and said, hey, she's playing their 16th game. Got into the lineup, you know, in December. Wasn't around early on, but she said, hey, she's been key to this group, and especially our post-play overall has really risen the level with her out there.
As I say, and it certainly speaks to kind of the culture that head coach J.R. Payne has built in terms of Betson comes in mid-December, steps right back into the system, and is now back in the starting lineup.
She was really excited when I asked her during shoot-around today about her impact and where she's been. And Coach Payne plays a lot of players. There's a lot of rotational opportunities and impacts that can be made when you're out there with this physical, tough style of play. You need a deep bench, and so far that's been working out well for Colorado. Hudgens there short. We've had quite a few air balls here today, not the norm.
No, exactly. Shooting has been tough. Lots of contests, lots of pressure defense, but again, a lot of times just not drawn any iron. BYU shooting 28%. They're 5 of 18 from the field. CU, again, starting to get those knocked down, but only 37%.
And with the ball pressure, nobody's comfortable out there. We've seen a couple opportunities in transition where either team has got up and down a little bit and able to get a somewhat easy basket, but every pass right now is contested.
Right, everything has been physical. Everything has been earned.
Walker gets the ball off the handoff, cut off, trying to penetrate. On the left wing now, trying to get inside, ball deflected out. Gibb is back out there, so she's playing with on the road 20-12, and then Northwestern loses at home to the Buffs. Really impressive, and Masagayo back to work as she's heading towards a double-double, 10 points and 7 rebounds. The lead is 20 right now.
And again, just the adjustments CU has made in the second quarter. And not necessarily slowing down or trying to rework. No, they continue to press, continue to look for those opportunities. And they have really dominated in this second quarter.
Got things sorted out across the way. As we are back to action. Just 8 points in the first quarter for BYU. They've only got 4 here in the second. Get down the lane and see, that's a shot that normally goes down.
As I say, a nice little setup for Delaney Gibb and had every opportunity, but there you go on the other side. Good and wide open as well. That lane opened up for her as the defense parted. She couldn't get that one to drop either.
Good, and one of the players that Coach Payne spotlighted as one of the most improved, that has grown the most, both on and off the court, and what she brings to this team and where she's at and continues to go. I was really excited about her potential moving forward and even for the rest of this season.
I say again, the benefit of CU using so much of their bench, so much of their roster, those game reps are irreplaceable. So you get young players in there early and often. That goes so far in their development.
Benson with a baseline jumper, that goes down.
Again, Wooten set that up, right? Getting into that paint, drawing that defense.
Cougars working around the perimeter. Hudgens in the corner, now throws it back out to Cannon. She's gonna line up a 3, off the mark. BYU gets back defensively, although they don't match up with Benson from the outside again. Boom, boom, boom.
I was gonna say, Tabitha Benson, you give her opportunity, my goodness. She's burned you once already. No closeout on Benson as she trails and just knocks down that 3.
Sophomore from Australia. Really impactful since she's got back into the lineup. 10 new faces on this team for Colorado, but Coach Payne saying they are as gelled and together and connected as any team she has ever coached, which is saying a lot. And she said that's off the floor, and now on the floor it's really starting to come together, which she points to in that winning 5 of the last 6, playing the best basketball here late in the season when you want to be peaking, is how well this team is coming together on the court.
That's the fascinating thing about this kind of era in the transfer portal, NIL, over-the-cap money, is culture can only help you, right? So, yes, it can be overlooked. You can do it without it, but it is, man, a huge benefit when you got it. Nice look for Delaney Gibb there on the cut.
Hattie Ogden there with a nice backdoor feed, freeing up Gibb for the wide-open layup, and BYU is going to have it again. So this is what they need to get back into it. Forcing some turnovers, getting some buckets, getting a little momentum and rhythm on their offensive end.
Absolutely, and just a miscommunication on Logan Greer on that inbound, steps over the line, and again, now you give BYU the opportunity.
Gibb inbounding, gets it to Hammer. She had it knocked away, last touch by Wooten. But that's what we've been talking about. She's just looking to make a pass and the ball straight knocked out of her hands. There's that type of intensity on the defensive effort that no pass, at no point is the ball safe. We are trying to take it away and disrupt things.
No, that CU defensive pressure, right? They always have a hand in that passing lane.
Ogden from the top of the key, too strong. And all the way into the first row here on the near side, Colorado basketball. Greer inbounding with the full court pressure. Wooten retreats, now brings it up against Hamlin. The lead is 23.
And CU on a sweet little 12-2 run. Logan Greer trying to make it more.
Dip with the rebound. She's playing those 2 personal fouls. She's going to take it all the way. Had it blocked, but she's going to go to the free throw line. Duta there with a personal foul on a push.
And again, you've seen CU throw Delaney Gibb a number of different defenders. It's been Duta, it's been Walker.
Here's a look at the road splits for the Cougars. First 4 games, and then the last 4. It's been a little bit tough of late, but that's what you're going to get in the Big 12, how the schedule plays out on your side. A lot of times you might end up playing the toughest teams on the road during a stretch, and that's just how it plays out. This is a violation traveling on Hudgens there.
Again, trying to make something happen inside, just can't quite get her footing. Again, that defensive pressure. But yes, you mentioned kind of those runs within the middle of the season. That's what can be so tough, right? It's so easy to get down when you are not getting a lot of wins in this Big 12 conference.
Yep, with a nice defensive play, forces the turnover. She's still being aggressive defensively. You love to see that from her, even with those 2 personals.
Absolutely, right? She's going to play through that. Smart player, again. National team for Canada. She's got those game reps. She knows she's got that basketball IQ.
Got an open look for 3 here. Rims out, but she's able to come up with it. Into the lane, kick out Hamlin 3. No, and Greer with the rebound.
Just tough for BYU right now. 1 of 10 from the 3.
They average 8 made 3-pointers a game. But with under 90 seconds to play here before halftime, they have just 1, as you mentioned. Inside offensive rebound for Colorado, and another bucket. That is the strength from Duta I'm talking about.
And just that extra effort, right, on that rebound. 6 points for 8 points for Anale Duta, and those 4 rebounds, but she earns every one of those.
It will remain with Colorado.
And here we get another look. Duta making a nice drive, but again, sticking around for that second effort. She never leaves. She always waits for that to drop through that bucket, through that basket. Again, just amazing effort. She's one of those players, head coach Sherry Ping does not take off the floor often. You'll see Duta most nights always lead the team in minutes per game.
She had that offensive rebound, 14 boards for Colorado. In the game, BYU has just 10 total rebounds.
I mean, it's a little interesting. BYU's just not hitting the boards as aggressively as I would expect. Again, you're just not shooting well. They're not flying in there. Looking for every opportunity to see you cleaning up.
Lotto Rokel.
Rebounds, oh my goodness.
Rokel's a leading rebounder. She's been limited in her minutes here in this one. She played just 8 minutes. And she's coming off what coach described as her best game against Audie Crooks for Iowa State. She averages 26 points a game, and she was held to 18. I know people fans say, hey, just 18. Yeah, it is just 18 for Crooks, who's really incredible. And there's a nice take. Braden Gunlock, the freshman.
Yeah, Gunlock, nice little baseline drive. Again, kind of made that contact, so she had easy finish there on the left side.
Masagayo double teamed, now waits it out. Greer was open on the inside for a moment. Now Masagayo on the high post. Baseline pass to Duda, beautiful offense for the Buffaloes.
That's what I'm saying. Jade Masagayo, again, such a good offensive player, but her vision on the court and her passing is that secret sauce. What a look to Duta in traffic.
Yep, and she got fouled. It's going to result in 2 free throws.
And again, that's just good play right there. Delaney Gibb knows she's losing every bit of real estate quickly, but again, kind of created that contact there. And here's Jade Masagayo with this look. I mean, beautiful cut by Duta. Right behind Gibb, doesn't see her. No help side defense. Perfect pass.
3 Cougars collapsing around Masagayo there to free up Duta. Gibb able to knock that one down. She's 1 for 7 from the floor, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. But able to connect on both free throws, and coach going to get her out of there so she doesn't pick up a meaningless foul here that would be significant if it was her third, as Barber has come back on. Just 1.8 seconds to go. Here's a turnover. The clock doesn't start till somebody touches it. Duta just got enough of it to get the clock going there. BYU ended up with the ball. Rebounds. And it's one thing, sure, if you're shooting the ball poorly, you hope to get it back. Betson is shooting the ball well off the mark there.
I'm gonna say, I love her looking for that three-point opportunity. Betson herself had quite a good second quarter. 8 points, she had 3 steals in that first quarter.
Colorado getting contributions from across the board. Gibb. Rokel. Now they work it around. Kick it back outside. Hudgens with the shot clock under 5. Cannon. Not looking at the clock now. She realizes it has to force it up, and a shot clock violation. And you hope for BYU, hey, let's get it going. Let's find our rhythm offensively. But it's the defense again locking it down. Here's 2 in double figures for the Buffs scoring-wise.
I say Duta with 10 and Masagayo. Again, Tab Betson, all 8 of hers in the second quarter. Some big shots. Zai Walker taking a big one there. But again, BYU just not finding any kind of rhythm, and you come out of the break and you can't even get a shot. That's tough. Again, we talked about the impact Olivia Hamlin has made. Again, she's kind of that instant offense. But Delaney Gibb held to 5 points. Not able to do a whole lot here so far in this game.
Rokel came up empty there, although she had a good look. Masagayo on the inside got blocked by Hudgens. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. And Rokel able to come up with it. So seniors from Germany originally went to Charleston. Sets a screen here. Now rolling to the basket. Open inside. That'll go down.
Again, nice delivery from Gibb. They usually use that pick and roll so well. Just hasn't been open. They had a couple early turnovers on that, but find a nice connection there. Again, you'll see Rokel with Jade kind of hedges with Gibbs. You got to do it. No one picks up Lada, and nice, easy bucket.
And then on the ensuing play, Colorado turns it over, so the Cougars have it back. Benali inbounding, able to get it in. 15 on the shot clock. Rokel underneath once more. Not too far underneath the basket, it looked like. Wooten out in transition, up with a hoop and the harm.
That right there, that's the epitome of this game, right? Rokel has a nice, easy opportunity, but just can't find the finish at the rim. And then on the other hand, on the other side, you've got Wooten kind of pressing that fast break and gets the three-point play opportunity. That's pretty much how this game has gone. CU being able to exploit every opportunity they have, and the ball not bouncing the right way for BYU under that CU defensive pressure.
Wooten completes the three-point play. The lead up to 24. Third quarter action here from Boulder, Colorado. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon.
Oh, give just a little bit. Again, there's that defensive pressure. Rokel wide open on that pick and roll. Gibb just can't see her. She's got 3 buffs in her face. That pressure from the outside, she can't just deliver that ball.
Colorado gets it back. Both teams with a dozen turnovers in the first half. CU able to capitalize on those points off turnovers much better than the Cougars. Wooten here directing traffic. Duta with a wild pass there, made it to Wooten on the bounce. Now we'll give and go action, and Duta will go to the line. Not exactly how you draw it up, but it results in some free throws.
No, Ryan Hudgens didn't have much opportunity there. Again, that was easy money. Again, Wooten, nice little drive. Utah, again, such good awareness, kind of cutting behind that defense. Again, Hudgens a little too late on that defensive effort. Just got to make sure that ball doesn't go in.
Hudgens picked up her second personal, both of those coming here in the third quarter. And now Olivia Hamlin, the freshman from Santa Clara, Utah, is back in there. Second leading scorer on the team. 12 points per game on the season. She had 17 points in the second quarter on Tuesday night against Iowa State. Ended up with a career high 23. But if you're the Cougars right now, hey, let's get that hot hand in there and see if she could just find it and spark this entire offense.
Absolutely. We've got one player who's connected on something. Let's try to see if we can build off of that.
And light the fire of this offense. Easier said than done against Colorado's defense. But if she can get it going and find the bottom of the net, Cougars can claw their way back into this one. Benali on the inside, cut off by Gooden. Deflection, Utah with the steal. Lost it, knocked around. And Utah trying to save it as she slides across the end line. Couldn't come up with it, but not from lack of effort.
I was gonna say, that's all Utah right there. It is a slide to nowhere, but again, just gets her kind of mitts on that, tips that ball, bounces around, no possession, but who's on the floor first? Utah. No surprise there, every effort.
Colorado with the urgency right now, realizing that this is the point of the season where we have got to turn it on. They are on the absolute bubble. When you look at the NCAA tournament, bracketology this week came out and said Colorado was the first team out. So
they're playing a little chippy, aren't they? I mean, this is what you want to see from this Colorado team. This has been part of a little bit of their weakness throughout some of the conference season is they won't finish a complete game. All four quarters, they'll have a little bit of a lag during some of that game, allow teams back into it, kind of make some silly mistakes, some unforced errors. But again, this effort here today, you're seeing CU playing a little chippy, a little bit like an underdog, like we're going to continue to play hard, play to win.
Wooten for three. And she's one of the ones that brings that edge that you're talking about.
I was gonna say, brings the edge and brings every bit of energy as she gets to 10 points on the day. 6 assists for Desiree Wooten as well.
Gibb with the jab step, now goes to the left, penetrating. Oh, what a dish inside.
Oh, beautiful pass. Splits that defense. Yusuf for the easy bucket.
How she snuck that pass between two Colorado defenders to Yusuf was unbelievable.
That was pretty.
Masagayo came up short there.
I say, some late awareness that she was wide open. Yusuf hustled back into defensive position, but she'd given up a lot of ground.
Yusuf lowering the shoulder, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Masagayo picking up the charge.
Yep. Good play by Jade Masagayo. She read that early and often. Yusuf, again, when you're having this kind of day, trying to get something going, lowers that shoulder, trying to make something happen. Jade Masagayo ready and willing to take that charge.
16th turnover for BYU. Benali there all over that, trying to create some havoc in the backcourt. Duta and Masagayo just subbed out. Walker and Crook back on. Wooten weaving through traffic in the midcourt. Crook now on the low block. Double team gets it to Gooden. Defense collapses around her. Now lob inside to Greer, blocked by Yusuf. But Greer gets it back to finish.
It's like a battle of the reaches right there. Yusuf with a nice block, but Logan Greer stays on it. Is able to kind of tip it back, bounce it around. Good bucket by Logan Greer.
Greer, the freshman, 6'4", continues to grow her game. And foul out top. Gooden, a little bit too physical.
Here's another look at that again. Yusuf with the initial play, but credit Logan Greer for staying with it. Finishes it like, goodness, yes. Let me finish this right here.
Gibb able to track this one down on the near side. Between the legs a couple of times, going to her left. Buffs switch things defensively. Mismatch inside. Yusuf against Walker. Scoop shot with a left. Strong defense from Walker on the low block.
I say, outsized and kind of a mismatch, but Zy Walker just kind of made herself big and playing straight up D.
Greer trying to get it inside to her fellow post player. Pass was a little bit off the mark, but Crook able to collect it. Greer now, top of the key three, too strong. Rebound to BYU. Gibb gonna go down the lane and a nice finish high off the glass.
There it is, again, creating enough opportunity and space for Gibb just to go to work. Does such a good job of getting that ball high off that glass. Trying to get something going. Again, we've mentioned Delaney Gibb, just 7 points.
Gibb and Crook there tied up.
Oh, there is. It's tough to be in that spot, but again, there's so much work to be done here. CU has plenty of, oh, nice. So drop in by Olivia Hamlin. Again, we talked about, you got to go with who's hot right now. Hamlin is your player that can get anything going here as the Buffs continue to lead 51-27.
She's in double figures. First Cougar to get there with 10. But back to the bracketology a little bit. Maybe that benefits Colorado a little bit. I don't know how much the players are paying attention, but to know that you are that close, the first team out, the 69th team as you rank, you can make a difference in that right now with 2 weeks to go.
They're leaving you the first one out, which is tough. And when you look at what you have left, right? You meet Texas Tech here. You have Utah on your home floor. You go back to BYU. Excuse me, go to BYU to finish the season. And then, of course, you have a quick road trip to Arizona here in the next week. So you have some opportunity to make up some ground and get some big wins. But that's tough, and you got to play with a little bit of chippiness, and I feel like CU has kind of found that edge right now for sure.
Well, these two teams have not matched up yet this year, which is hard to believe, but they'll play again in just 2 weeks, and that will end the regular season in Provo on February 28th. And then Kansas City for the Big 12 championship. 3 on the way from Wooten, no. And that's a box out, and Barber cannot believe it.
I was going to say, Duta initially, I think, felt, yeah, no, I might have gotten that one.
It did look like she was firmly over the back.
Yeah, absolutely. Barber going, I'm not sure what else I could do here.
And then to make matters worse for BYU, it ends up a bonus situation of free throws.
Yep. Ref saying, no. Ref's trying to explain it a little bit like it's the hands. You can't reach around and grab. You had too much with the hands.
Coach Kamard looking for that explanation. Thought it was a good box out. 2 free throws. 53-27 here as we're under 3 minutes to go in the third. Ogden open for 3, just grazing the rim. Gibb able to save it along the baseline. Ogden going to throw out the shot fake, but then rolls it out of bounds. Thought there was contact from Colorado as it was last touched by the Buffs, but the officials did not see it that way. Felicia Grittner, Nicole Brannon, and Esther Sue, the ones making the calls here this afternoon. Walker with a fancy move in the backcourt. Masagayo and Duta back in. They connect for a layup here.
Again, Jade Masagayo with the pretty pass. And Duta with a perfect finish. Duta, 16 points, 5 of 8 from the floor today. And again, those 7 rebounds. And again, the lockdown effort defensively. She's had the give assignment for most of this game.
Walker with the mid-range. Can't connect. Hamlin trying to penetrate and blocked out of bounds. Walker with a rejection.
Students are loving it. CU's defense not letting down. Again, and initially, good recovery by Zy Walker, who Gets crossed over initially there, but recovers enough for the block.
Walker now subbing out. Redshirt junior transfer from Kansas State, 11 points, almost 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and over 2 steals per contest. She can really do it all. That pass deflected by Masagayo. Buffs continue to make life difficult. Inside, no. Hamlin had it, lost it, saved by Duton. The Buffs going the other way.
Good move by Barber, just doesn't drop.
I feel like we've been saying that all afternoon. There's a lot.
it's been a common refrain. BYU, of course, shooting just 31%. Doing a little bit better here in that third quarter.
Masagayo with the turnover there. Betson's going to sub out. Greer back in. Minute 10 to go here, third quarter. And I'm not sure what that stoppage of play was. Ball was out on the outside. It looks like maybe a little blood there on Hamlin. So they had to stop it and see if they can clean that up quick.
Yeah.
Looks like it's on her head there on the right side.
Yeah, she's getting kind of the immediate trainer assist there behind the backboard as we can get a little glimpse.
Hopefully she'll be able to get right back in. And Wooten with some tough defense, but she's going to get hit with the foul.
That's the thing, Wooten just a little bit out of position, but she is never out of contention. I tell you what, picks up the whistle there, and you see Hamlin, just a little bit of a cut situation. Again, we talk about the physicality of this game.
Gibb able to knock down the first free throw. She's up to double digits now with 10, make it 11 after knocking down the second. The lead remains 24.
Logan Greer will break that backcourt pressure, take the ball up, get it back to Gooden here. A little bit better of a choice.
Did you do a lot of that in your day?
Absolutely.
Breaking the pressure.
Right.
Nikola Jokic just dribbling it up there.
Exactly. The kind comparison, yes. Not any hint of Jokic in my day.
Greer looked comfortable. I know as a coach and a former player, maybe you're a little bit.
Anymore, though, in this kind of the roster that CU has, that many of these teams have, right? These players are so athletic. There is no, hey, we only want the point guard handling this ball. No, these players come in with so much talent, so much athleticism. They've played years of club ball, high-level ball, where they're playing every position.
Certainly a positionless era these days in basketball. Doesn't matter how tall you are or short. You can handle the ball, shoot it, penetrate. You'll have an opportunity. Hudgens back in. Gibb able to get it once more. Draws the double team now. Gooden on her. Inside, what a tough take. Just came off the rim as she went to the other side to try and finish that one off the glass.
I say I like the idea from BYU, right? Just spread the court, get a lot of movement, try to create an opportunity for Gibb. They tried the pick and roll, it was wide open. Jade gets it back there.
Masagayo now going to head to the line. Gunlock thought she had the clean block. Officials did not think so. 2 free throws.
Here's another look. Again, Logan Greer, Jade Masagayo have been so good, kind of in that high-low spot this season. They've had so many great moments. It's such a good option too, right? Inevitably, you get a mismatch with one of them. Creates a great opportunity. Jade drops in this first one.
First trip to the line this afternoon for Masagayo. It's up to 11 points. Utah's leading the way with 18. Dunlop collecting the rebound under heavy duress. Gibb with the shot clock running down. Tough shot and comes up short as the horn sounds to end the third quarter.
CU continue.
On the road. So she's hoping to make it back-to-back double-doubles with a couple more boards. Masagayo just 2 rebounds away from a double-double as well. Gibb that time coming up a little bit short, but got the right attitude. Got to let it fly here. As they're down 27, not much more to do, trying to get a bunch of points in a hurry.
Yeah, quickly run out of time. That's going to be hard when you give up buckets like that. Logan Greer finds Jade Masagayo on the defensive miscommunication, wide open.
Suffocating defense here for Colorado. Scoop shot, and there's been so much of that for the Cougars. Just haven't got the shots to drop. They have got to the rim a number of times. Masagayo with the advantage on the inside against the point guard of the Cougars on the low block. She scores again.
Again, so good. You take away that left, she will make you pay with that drop step to her right.
Footwork is really impressive to see how smooth she operates.
Yeah, she's so quick, and she's so good at reading her defense quickly.
Hudgens comes up short, looking for a call there. No whistle either way. They have let them play here this afternoon. It's been a physical game, and quite honestly, that favors Colorado.
Absolutely.
Coach Camargue said, hey, we got to match prior to the game. We have to match CU's physicality, and it has been on display here, especially on the defensive side.
They do not shy away from any contact, as seen here. Anael Dutah, the loose ball, who's on it? Of course, Anael. She goes with the contact there. Gets herself to the line. BYU just trying to get some kind of stop going. But they are running out of time fast and furiously here. It sets up an interesting rematch, too, at the end of this conference season. Again, when you look at the wins CU has been able to string together, kind of the struggles BYU's had recently, but then they bounce back. They get a good win against Iowa State, right? But just can't quite get that momentum shifted here to Boulder.
Hamlin is back on. Heather Hampson has also come on, 6'3" forward. As Gibb has taken a seat. She's left it all out there. It hasn't gone her way so far. Barber, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Hudgens able to come up with the offensive board. And there could be a lot on the line on that final game of the regular season. And it's been all he puts in the mid-range. To your point on the rematch, you know, playing at home in Provo, BYU is going to have a lot more juice and energy. Hamlin with a steal. And she goes down and lays it in for 2. But it could be critical for seeding. When you talk about these two teams, both come in with 17 wins and 8 losses. Greer with the foul after Colorado turns it over again. But the difference was really in the conference play. 8-5 for Colorado, tied for 5th, 6 and 7. That puts you in 11th. That was a little bit too much for Gooden there on it.
Exactly.
Not expecting the ball that moment and up high there. But it is hard to believe. The difference between 8-5 and 6 and 7 in the conference is tied for 5th or 11th.
That's right. That's right. And
2 wins.
And you look at BYU, right? They will host Cincinnati on the 17th. They then have a 2-game road swing, Utah and Arizona State. 2 tough games on the road. And then they come home to host Colorado. Again, CU will bookend the rest of their conference games with road trips. They travel to Arizona. They then host Texas Tech. They host Utah. Utah, an interesting common denominator here. Again, tough team in Utah.
Now, still a lot to be decided. And then when you look at the seeding in the Big 12, 9 through 16 play in that first round, and if you're in the top 4, you can get a bye into the quarterfinal. There's so much to shake out with a 16-team league. Some of it's going to come down to tiebreakers if you end up with a safe conference record.
And again, a Big 12 tournament, right? An opportunity if you're a team that hasn't been able to get kind of off that bubble. That conference tournament, a great opportunity to do that.
Stack some wins together against quality teams in the postseason. Show the committee you're playing your best basketball. You're hot when it matters most.
It was near steal by Utah.
Hamlin able to power her way inside.
Gosh, just can't get a drop. That was a really good look, right? Just a smart use of her body and real estate there.
Gooden takes it back out, draws the double now.
Ooh.
Utah baseline jumper off the mark. Cougars going the other way. Hampson running the floor. She'll go to the line. Betson thought she had the block.
Great run by Hampson, though. Again, no one's really running. But Hampson was available. Benali, nice little pass. Betson with the contact.
Wooten is back on. Gooden's going to get a breather. She's going to head off. Hampson able to knock down first free throw. 2 of 3 now on the season. It's from Linden, Utah. Second one won't go down.
Let's say legendary BYU family.
Her mom, one of the best. 65-38. Betson corner 3. How about another?
Tab Betson, I tell you what. We've talked a lot about Utah's performance, 19 points. Of course, Jade Masagayo. Wooten doing what Wooten does, but Tabitha Betson, 11 points, 4 for 6 from the field, and 3 for 5 of that from the three-point line. Couple rebounds, 3 steals early in this game. She's been kind of one of those impact players. It was a big part of that second quarter push. She poured an 8 in the second quarter.
Crook with the up and under move on the shot fake. Nice delivery there for Maeve McErlane as well.
Great awareness by Jade Crook. Oh! Wooten nearly could have had that. It was a nice little tip.
Benali, no, on the 3 from the corner. McErlane with her head up, brings it across on the far side of the court, looking inside to Crook. It wasn't there. Betson, yeah, impressive because she has another another element as Wooten on the inside going baseline. He's got 2 more. Betson there is that stretch forward. You don't get that from some of the other post players necessarily. So that's a different element for Colorado that she's brought.
And a huge, right? That's such a huge defensive wrinkle. It's tough to defend, right? You can't sag in and help your guards. You got to play her straight up.
Masagayo and Utah not known for their outside range, but Betson can stretch that floor out with the spacing and knock them down, as she's shown here this afternoon. The lead 32 as we approach 4 minutes to go here in the 4th.
Again, CU's had some commanding wins this season. They won by 30 points against Boise State in November. So with 3.5 to go here, there's some opportunity. Get another one of those season highs.
Wooten, skip pass, gets it back, goes behind the back, shot clock running down, contested jumper off the mark. Crook could not save it before the shot clock violation. Seen that against the Buffs defense here today, but Hamlin and Gibb have been carrying this team. We've got Mackie Williams, a redshirt junior, at the line, the New Zealand native. Knocks down the first free throw. They adjusted the clock, it froze, so a little bit more time off the clock on that last media timeout. Then when we went to break, And that's a wild pass. Gooden tried to come away with it. She got to it. Tried to turn the corner and tiptoe the sideline. It's a turnover for the Buffs.
I say you see a couple key Buffs getting a few more reps. Siddell in here, as you mentioned, and getting Maeve a few more reps. Again, most importantly, getting some of your starters some rest at this point in the season.
Betson got a piece of that with a deflection. Sophie Siddell, the other post player in there, the freshman from San Antonio, Texas, setting the screen there, 22. Wooten was trying to go in the corner. Gooden looked like she was cutting along the baseline, able to come up with it.
But saves it.
Siddell tried to go backdoor. Her and Hudgens collide. And it will remain at this end of the floor. Colorado will have it with 7 on the shot clock, 2:32 on the 2:33 on the game clock. Tabitha Betson heads out. Nice round of applause for her. You can imagine her day is done. 11 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 4 rebounds. Hudgens subs out for BYU. Youssef back on. Gunlock also has come in. Wooten, floater, got the roll.
Good close up by Youssef. Wooten says, that's all right. I'm going to give this plenty of time to get in.
Hamlin. Now they go inside. Youssef against Siddell. He's going to pull it back out. Shot clock inside 10. Mackie Williams left, handed off the glass.
Made it work.
High degree of difficulty, able to put it in. Under 2 minutes to go now, the lead 30. JoJo Nwori has also entered the contest. 50-year, transfer from Texas Tech. Thinks about the 3 and then moves the ball to Gooden.
And you're seeing here CU, again, kind of a different lineup, getting some different players in the mix, just not quite as smooth, right? You don't have quite that rapport, that rhythm. Oh, yeah.
An offensive foul. Youssef with the elbow up high to Gooden. Gooden, you love that, where she's bringing them all together, saying, hey, we're still got to go here with just a minute to go.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Gooden. She was ready and waiting, knew exactly what was going to happen there.
Still playing hard defensively and coaching up her teammates. This 5 not normally on the floor, so she's discussing how they want to break the press. Leadership for her continues to grow. She is hounded by Hamlin, but Gooden able to keep it for Colorado.
I was saying, credit Hamlin, giving her some extra work. Oh, pretty pass.
Gooden had that shot blocked by Youssef. Now she's running the break now. Drops it off, gets it back on the inside against Siddell. Up for 2.
Oh, tough whistle for Sophie Siddell. Again, Youssef, what a great run. She kind of got herself in position, was able to get a nice pass inside and make it work. Again, Siddell a little bit slowed down the court. Youssef beats her down and then gets to the line. Siddell's just not quite set with her feet there.
Youssef started the break and finished the break on the inside.
Absolutely. She outworked everybody on the floor right there.
Nobody reacting on that. That was a and one opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone was on the same page there.
The basket counted.
Gals were playing. Yeah. That's a live ball. Everyone's being lulled to a bit of zone out there.
But the fact is, this one has been out of touch for BYU here for a while, so not a big deal. Wooten able to knock that one down and make it a 30-point lead once more. Hamlin might have got away with the carry that time. Scoop shot too much. Youssef still playing hard, hits the deck to collect that one. Dutek did collect that elusive final rebound before She checked out for the final time. 30 minutes, 19 points, 10 rebounds, back-to-back double-doubles for her. Hamlin, too strong, and that is an epitome of kind of how this has gone for the Cougars. One of their best players with a great look for being close and just couldn't hit it.